Hello, what is going on YouTube? I am your brother Reza, KRT Life with the Y. Like, subscribe, comment, all these things. Today I'm doing another super long-term review of my RIMOWA Never Steal large book bag, unsponsored, unpaid for, unpartnership review. This is just us reviewing stuff. As always, money out of our pocket. We buy things, we test things, we review things. And there's a big animal over there scratching in the bushes right now. So let's get on with the review. What is that?
Dog.
Oh. All right.
I was like, what animal is that?
That is a big dog. Okay, so the RIMOWA Never Steal bag. Why do I have this bag? How have I enjoyed this bag? How long have I had this bag? I have this bag because for the longest time, I really liked the Louis Vuitton Christopher bag, I think it's called, Christophe bag. But as I aged and matured and my style has changed, I got to a point one day looking at that bag. Number one, it was too expensive. Number two, it was way too flashy for what I wanted. And number three, I just kind of like wanted something more subtle. I guess that kind of goes 2 and 3 in 1. Yeah, so that's how I kind of like started looking at options and everything. And since RIMOWA has been acquired by the Louis Vuitton group, LVMH back in the day, you will notice that this thing is very strikingly similar to a Louis Vuitton Christopher bag. Yeah, so that's what drew me to this bag, was the simplicity and the lack of flash and blah blah blah, and it doesn't like it's doing the most. And yeah, that's why I like this bag a lot, because it's simple, it's black, and it was pretty much everything that I wanted in a bag. I got it about 3 years ago, I believe, 3 or 4 years ago. One of the big selling points was this trolley strap on the back, because believe it or not, it's not very easy to find a really nice book bag with a trolley strap on it. Now, as far as functionality, I find it to be pretty good for my lifestyle. It has 2 massive pockets on the side. I use these big pockets to put things clearly that I need to get to quickly: sunglasses, charging cables, tripods like the one I'm using right now to record this video, charging stuff. I can even fit my water bottle. My water bottle just happens to be here. That was perfect. And when I'm going through the airports, because I carry this water bottle with me everywhere I go, like everywhere, and it fits perfectly in my bag like that. I can't zip it up, but it fits. And when it's on the trolley, on my rolling luggage, it never falls or anything like that. It's perfect. I love that part of it. The straps are extremely comfortable on this thing and have been very, very comfortable for these. Now, I forgot to mention, I use this book bag every single day. This is my go-to work bag. It's my go-to travel bag. It is my everything bag. For a place like Costa Rica, it probably was not the best choice of bags. I mean, I do have a military style 2-day pack that I could have brought down here. But I tend to find with the 2-day pack, it's just a bit too tactical for, you know, my lifestyle and everything that I'm doing typically. It's a great bag. It's a cheap bag, and it's a very, very functional bag. But it's just that whole tactical look is kind of like, you know, not my cup of tea. But anyway, back to the, I was about to call it the Louis Vuitton, but back to the RIMOWA Never Steal large bag. I got my custom luggage stamp right there with my name done on it. I didn't have that done when I originally got it, but I went back to a RIMOWA store after the fact and had that done. And I think that's a great little cool touch that you can get. And you can get different colors and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a good little way for you to personalize your luggage. And yeah, the customer service at RIMOWA is excellent. Like the first one that I had of these, the first 2 that I had actually, these buckles were scuffing like crazy, and they replaced this bag for me twice, even though the buckles kept on scuffing. So I don't, they never resolved the buckle scuffing issue and scratching issue, but they did replace the bag for me, which I thought was really cool. Now, with the whole like buckle doing this noise and the whole like scuffing thing, I have found that if you tighten this buckle down a lot, when you do up your latch right here, it definitely does not come loose as easy as if you leave this all the way loose. So that was a little hack that even the people in the Louis Vuitton store and one of the ones in New York, not Louis Vuitton, the RIMOWA store. I keep saying Louis Vuitton, RIMOWA store in New York. They didn't even know that. I was like, yeah, if you just tighten it up, it doesn't like clip and bang, because they said that a lot of their colleagues that had this bag, they had the same thing with the buckle making the noise, and you could hear people walking down the hall because the buckle was making all the noise. But that's leading into cons, and I'm messing this video all up versus what I was intending this video to be, but we'll still go along with it. But the bag is nylon in the majority of the body of the bag, and then it has all these big leather panels on the bottom. Clearly this one right here, it has leather piping all down the sides. The handle has a little leather grip. And I'm not gonna lie, when I initially got this bag, I used to baby this bag, and I was really scared about it getting scratched, about people sitting it on the ground, because a lot of times when you get to places and people load your luggage for you, they'll just sit your bags on the ground. You're just like, oh my God. Like yesterday, the guy sat my bag on the ground. You got a bug?
I got ants.
In your ear?
I got ants.
Show mommy,
You got
show mommy.
hands. Let me see.
But yeah, this thing has not scratched. And the one time that it did scratch, I was able to actually easily polish it out with some black polish. But other than that, this thing, as far as wear and tear goes, it has held up extremely well. And I just throw this thing around. I throw it in my office. I throw it in my truck. I throw it in my luggage. It gets thrown around in cars and all of our travels and adventures. And I am extremely satisfied with this bag for the price, especially, which was like $1,600 back then.
Something like that.
It was something like $1,600, but it has been very, very good to me. I guess I can show you the interior of it. So this is how it closes at the top. You got these drawstrings that actually pull tight with this leather. I don't even know what you would call this, but this little leather piece pulls the drawstrings closed. And then on the inside, you have a laptop sleeve. You can see I put the car keys for our car back home inside the bag like this, hanging on the strap, which is a good little hack. And then you have one storage compartment right here that you can zip, which is where I put like more, I guess, expensive, precious cargo. And then you have one main area right here. So you got your main area, you got a laptop sleeve, and then you got a small zipping sleeve. And I'm gonna go through all of my very few gripes with this design real quick, because I feel like there aren't very many cons to this bag, except for the few things that I'm about to point out. And number one would be like security. So if you're going somewhere like London or something like that, that's kind of really dodgy, this might not be the best bag to take to a place like that, because it attracts way more attention than I thought this bag would actually attract. When I got this bag, I thought it was gonna be low-key, sleek, under the radar, nobody would notice it. But fortunately or unfortunately, that has not really been the case. Everywhere I go, for the most part, somebody says something about this bag. Oh, that's a really nice bag. Even though they're not familiar with the brand, they still look at it and say, oh, that's nice. I wonder about that guy. So it draws a little bit more attention than I originally wanted. So not really the best thing for like going to dodgy places for that reason. And then security-wise, there's no way on the back side of this bag to stop if somebody's walking behind you to open this. And that was something that I thought about one day, like, wait a minute, if they would have just flipped these zippers over here, it would have been that much harder for a pickpocket to open these side carry pouches on this bag. But because they're facing this way, because they wanted this aesthetic, it makes it very easy for somebody to walk up behind you on a bus or something like that and just open your bag and start going through it. So there's no way to really properly lock this bag on the little side things. And even though this clasp is very, very noisy, this is something that's also very easy to defeat. You can just do like that and somebody can just go through your bag. It is not difficult to break into this bag. So from the security aspect, this bag gets an F. Aesthetically, it gets an A. Durability, I have to give it a big A, because I am not the most gentle person in the world when it comes to like luggage and shoes and stuff like that. I beat on my shoes and I beat on my luggage, and this thing has really, really held up past my expectations, minus the scratching clasp. That's the only like thing I can really fault it on, and it's not the most secure bag in the world. But other than that, I really, really, really enjoy this bag. I like the way it looks. It's extremely comfortable, especially hot, humid places like this. I have no problem carrying it. Now I wouldn't go march through the jungle with it, clearly, but it does do the job for everything that I need to do in every country that I go to. So if you're a person who goes to the Emirates, Costa Rica, certain less dodgy parts of the United States, Switzerland, places like that, Singapore, places where there's like, you know, that aren't very, very dodgy, then I would totally say get this bag. But if you go into like really, really dodgy countries a lot, then like, you know, places like England, I wouldn't get this bag. So anyway, I'm your brother Reza, KRT Life with the Y. Like, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff. And this is the RIMOWA Never Steal bag, my work bag, my travel bag, my everyday bag. And yeah, I love it. It's treated me great. And yeah, here's to more and more years with this thing. And I can also show you how it looks on my luggage right now.